Well, listen, we've got a lot of people to thank for helping us out today. We've really got so many people we'd like to thank. So, first of all, Matteo, Margaret, and Matteo Jr.'s done all the cooking in the back there. They've put on a fantastic spread. Got a fantastic venue. I'd like to thank them a lot. Thank you. I'd like to thank Nancy Lavelle for the cake. Got a cake there. Sort us out. Thank you. I'd like to thank Joe and John Whiteside for getting us a car. One of the cars they sorted out for us. I'd like to thank Joe and Lauren for the favours. They sorted all the favours out and they've done us a good job. I'd like a massive thank you to Pete Conlon for sorting everything out to do with the invites, the order of service, the table placings. Him and Kaz worked together fantastic on that. And without him, we've got a great, I love this theme, by the way, I don't know if you know.
About the butterfly theme.
We'll talk about that later. I'd like to thank Lenny and Eddie for sorting out a great stag do. We had a fantastic 3 days. Boys that want to know what I'm talking about. I'd like to thank Andy for all the help he's given me, all the running around he's done, all the, running, doing this, doing that for me, sorting things out for me. I'd like to thank my sisters, Jackie, Mary, especially, for coming around, sorting things out, lending me the cars. I had to lend the car to get around, and to pick people up from the airport. They've done loads for us, so thank you for that. And finally, two sets of people, Mum and Dad. What more could you say about these? Where's Peggy? Oh, hey, she's trying to get away. Hey, most of you people know Peggy and Colin, and they're great individuals, you know what I mean? They've brought us all up well. They've brought most of us up well. You couldn't ask for better parents. They've never let us down. We've never let them down. So thank you for everything. And then there's Susan, Caroline's mum. Susan's like Caroline's best friend, you know what I mean? They've been so close together, they've lived together all life. They've grown up, brought her up to be a fine, upstanding woman. I know, yeah. Dragged her up, yeah. And she means everything to Kaz. Susan means everything to Kaz. And we've got a little poem to read out to Susan, because Susan's got a little catchphrase. I don't know if some of you that know her will know. I'm just saying, right? Some of us will say it. I'm just saying. I don't know if you'll get it, but I'm just saying. Right? She's got a catchphrase, but I'm just saying. So I'm going to read this little poem out. I'm just saying I'm going to read this poem out, right? And I'll see if you can get what I'm talking about. This poem is from Caroline to Susan. She'd get too emotional if she read it, Poem to Susan. The cornerstone of our family, the one who knows it all. Whenever there is trouble, Susan's the one to call. I'm just saying. She goes about her business in a calm and caring way. The complete opposite to Caroline, who wants everything done yesterday. I'm just saying. Always there to listen. She's Caroline's best friend. What would Kaz do without her, I could not comprehend. I'm just saying. And finally, dear Susan, there's something you should know. You are Caroline's inspiration, a guiding light, her glow. She loves and cares for you deeply, more and more each day. If she could be just like you, she would be perfect in every way. She's just saying. I'd like to give the two mothers a present each. Kaz's going to sort it out,
It's just a little. Let's check we've got the right one for the right person. Peggy. That's for you. Peggy, I can't get to you there. Sorry.
What's Peggy doing over here, trying to get out of the way? Shocking.
How you like it.
She's going to do a turn. I'm going to quickly speak about my beautiful wife. A lot of you know her. A lot of you know how fantastic she is. She's wonderful. She's 100% in everything she does. She's caring. She's loyal. She's beautiful. But she's got a couple of other traits that I only get to see. Thought I'd share them with you. She's a little bit bossy, right? I don't know if you know this. She's a little bit bossy. Just to give you an example, when she was at school, she used to play a game at school called True Dare, Kiss Command or Promise. Well, she had her own game she invented and brought it home with her. It was called Command. And her mum and Jonathan had been playing it for years now and had never won. I've been with Kaz about 9 years, 2 months, 9 years, 3 months, and about 8.5 years I've been playing it, and I haven't won yet. And also, she's a little bit impatient. One night there back in Ireland, she asked me to make her a nice little milky hot chocolate. Into the kitchen, boil the milk, doing my job like I was asked. By the time I'd done it, she'd cracked open a 100-gram bar of Aero, melted it over the fire, drank it and gone to bed. She couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. But she gets results, you know what I mean? She's our driving force. Most men will admit that. Without the woman, we won't get things done. You know? Definitely. Since I've been with her, I've nearly cooked a full meal. I've nearly painted a full room. I've nearly put some shelves up. But she's getting to me, you know what I mean? She's growing on me. But I won't be here without her today. I love her to bits. I'm going to just go through a little story of how we met. Or before we met, what our life was like, or what my life was like. And there's a boy there, Eddie. Me and Eddie used to go out together a lot on a Saturday night. We're in our mid to late 30s, in our prime, you know. We go out on a Saturday night. We go out on a Saturday night and we'd be in Didsbury, say, and we'd be stood there, and then the game would happen. The game would start, and Eddie would go, "She's looking at you." And I'm like, "She's looking at you, isn't she?" "No, she's looking at you." So, right, well, go and ask her, go on. So, you ask her. So, right, I'll ask her, go on, I'll ask her. I'll go to the toilet and I'm going to ask her. Come back from the toilet, go and ask her. I'm going to have this beer, finish this beer, I'll go and ask her. Go to the toilet again, come back, where is she? Eddie, she's gone, she'll jump to the taxi. End of the night, me and Eddie, great night that lad. We'll see you next week. Fantastic night, fantastic night. We did this for years. We brought all the lads out with us. All the lads came with us, they couldn't handle it. They'd slope off to the bar, meet some fit bird and go back to hers for the night. Just couldn't handle it. Me and Eddie stayed there, we stayed the course. We stayed the course. Eddie's still doing it. Eddie's still doing it. It got that bad that we started lying to each other. You know, I'd call for... Eddie'd call for me and I'd be saying, "Jenny, look, Jenny, it's over, right? Leave it." And he'd be like, "Who's she?" I was like, "You never met her." And then I'd call for him the next week and he'd be like, "Look, Sam, leave it, it's over." And I'd be like, "Who's he?" Got a bit jealous, you know what I mean? Got that way. But then it happened. Probably one of the greatest nights of my life. Sorry, not that was a great night. 7th of June 2003. I was out in Didsbury having a few beers. Me and Andy just got the keys to the house. There was a few suspects with us. There was myself, there was Andy. Eddie Booth was there. He's a gardener. I didn't know he was a gardener. Can't believe it. And then there was Pat Hunt. Pat Hunt was with us. Do you remember Pat Hunt? So we're having a great night. I've got the keys to my house, me and Andy. We're having a few beers. Beautiful night in Didsbury. And then I see something out of the corner of my eye. I see two things out of the corner of my eye. And then she walks. Kaz. Closely followed by her mates. Sorry, not a bit. Wrong slide. Closely followed by her mates. Anyway, the drinks flowing, we're having a great night, getting to know each other. We're all sitting having a crack and that. And just having a good night. I was being myself. Andy was just being himself. Eddie was just being himself. And Pat was just being himself. cracking night. We exchanged numbers, and you know, I didn't know where it was going to go from then. You know, I mean, I've had other women. There's been plenty of women. You know what I mean? She's a particular favourite. I always liked her. Yeah, she was a stalker. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, and then of course there was Pegween. Oh, Peg there. But no one can compare to this girl. My Caroline. And this is the girl I've waited for, and the girl I fell for, and the girl I'm married to. And that's that. Thank God that's over. Right, I want to have a little toast to the bridesmaid and give them a little gift. And it is a little gift. Toast to the bridesmaids, please. Can you all be upstanding? Charge your glasses. To the bridesmaids. Thank you. Is that all right? Yeah, I got one clap. I've got a few presents to give out to the ushers. And yeah, can I get? We're all getting on a bit now, you know. Would you believe I'm 47? No, and I am. So instead of going down the cufflinks and you know, the hip flash route, we want to do something different, something personal. So I'm hoping the boys like these. Do one at a time here.
Sorry, love.
Harkin Simon at drugs.
Oh, it was.
It's broke.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Did you make it?
Okay, folks, I'm just going to give out some presents to the boys who've helped me out here. And we're all football nuts, you know, as we know. So I wanted to do something a bit different. I wanted to do something that meant something, hopefully means something to me. It meant something to me. So what I tried to do was I tried to get a programme for the day these boys were all born. Try to get a programme for the lads for the day they were born. And some people it was worked out all right. Some people were born in close season, like Mr. Eddie Boo there. Mr. Booth, he's first. He was born about a month after. Yeah, come up. He was born about a month after the season finished. So this is the nearest game I could get him. Basically, we lost 6-1 and went down. But he was born in better times. We got relegated along with the mighty Orient that week. United finished 19th, just in case anyone cares. But they won the FA Cup. Hang on a sec. And then we moved to Pete Conlon. Pete Conlon was born on the 6th of November 1964. And luckily for him, on the 7th of November 1964, Man City played Preston away. They beat them 5-2. Pete nicked his dad's 4 Cortina keys and he was able to nip up the M6 and watch the game. And he really enjoyed it. So Peter Conlon, this is for you, mate. All City fans, mostly. And then we come to the special one. Mr. Lavelle. The only one born on the day of the game. Special man. The 14th of September 1968. No. Yes, it was. While his mum was having a hard time, he popped out down to Main Road, see City play Southampton and draw 1-1. Popped back in for his breakfast until saw his nappy. Lenny, this is for you, mate. And then we come to the disappointment of the family. 1975, the 18th of November, one red-nosed Man United fan was born. And just by chance, on the 15th of November, 3 days before Peggy gave birth, Man United were playing Aston Villa at Old Trafford. A certain Tommy Docherty was the manager. Yeah. United won 2-0. Peggy didn't take the old... Peggy thought it was an old wives' tale knocking about in Ireland. That if you left the lights on in bed, you didn't get pregnant. Because it was surprising, wasn't it? So 9 months later, he's born. And I have to present him with this. Hi, Andy.
Thank you very much.
And the last one is, Kaz wanted a bottle of perfume, but I don't like doing things, the way she wants them, Unless I'm at home and I'm told to. So, I thought I'd go down the same kind of route, but she doesn't like football. So, I looked at the #1 single when she was born, and it was Two Little Boys by Rolf Harris. But I couldn't get that. But the #1 album that day that she was born was Abbey Road by the Beatles. So I managed to secure it. I'm going to present it to you now.
Thank you. I'd rather have a Rolf Harris. Thank you.
She just said, what the hell's that? Sorry. Listen, I want you all to have a fantastic night. I'll thank you all for coming. And I'm going to hand you over to somebody else now.